a couple weeks back, it might have been a month now. I don't know. Young Thug and Gunna dropped new albums, right? At this point, I'm assuming if you listen to this podcast for one, and you this late in the game, you've heard it. So we're gonna talk about it. I even kept my phone near me, so we could even talk about the track list and everything. I like both albums, but I do feel like, unlike everybody else, and maybe because I'm a stan and he's been around longer, and I just have, I guess, more. I just relate more to them because I've been listening to their music for a while. I liked Young Thug's album over Gunna's, and no one's talking about that. And I feel like partly it's because, yes, on the tape, Young Thug didn't really address his current situation, right? For obvious reasons. Just like everyone said, it does not seem like this is a project Young Thug was heavily involved in past the actual recordings, So I get that. And also, kind of a backhanded way was like he also had a set list of features that should have really propelled this album to be better. I get that too. Like I'm not gonna deny that. Like obviously, sometimes you feel like some of those supporting roles might not have given the oomph you thought it would. So I get that. Whatever. But we're not gonna. And the other side too has been, this is in Young Thug's catalog. This is just not the best one he's done. I'm going to disagree for a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna disagree because I feel like this album, Metro's version, the regular, when he said that, I was like, how different could it be? But he put it out, and I do think the sequencing. I've always thought the sequencing in an album could make or break it. But that really added a whole new layer. I'm pretty sure he added a couple new songs. Jonesboro go hard. All right, like I'm not gonna lie, Jonesboro alone, I think is almost better than like a third of Gunna's album, if I'm being completely honest. Because I like raw, unfiltered Thug. We don't get that a lot from him. So when he come off the beat like that, and he's really just going off the dome, that's such a rare occasion. You know what I mean? I appreciate it a lot. Overall, as an album, I get it. I understand the sentiment. I understand why people are saying the things they're saying. And I understand that we expected a little bit more from an artist like Thug. But I thought it was pretty good. If I'm going to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a solid 8. You know what I mean? From the beats, from, again, just the energy. This album felt new. With the way hip-hop's been going lately and the lack of just quality products we've had, this was a pretty good take. This was a pretty good swing at it. And that's what people are not saying. I understand you always want to hold an artist to a certain pedigree, but at the same time, you can still appreciate the project for what it is. And this was a damn good project, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Right? So I'm going to pull up the track list. And something I find myself doing a lot lately because of the way music's gone, you're not listening to the entire track of the album. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to find your songs and you're going to move on. This is a pretty good listen through. You can listen to this. It has a lot of replay value. That's the other thing we got to talk about. A lot of music nowadays doesn't even scratch that. And again, tossing it up that, well, it's Thug, you expect that. That's not fair because, again, with everything that man's going through right now, this is a fucking quality project. This is easily a contender for Album of the Year. You know what I mean? Again, from the feet, we're going to get into it. Let me get some water.